Okay. So, so the chapter we are going to see today is themes of art. Um, Art can hold many meanings and inspire multiple interpretations. So it may reflect more than one theme. So today we're going to see 7 themes of art. So first theme is sacred realm, and the next theme we are going to see is politics and the social order, and the third theme is stories and histories, and the fourth theme is picturing the here and now, and fifth theme is invention and fantasy, and sixth theme is the natural world. And the last theme we are going to see is reflecting on the human experience. So let's see the examples of these themes of art. So people throughout history have turned to a world we cannot see except through faith. The sacred realm of the spirit, like gods and goddesses, spirits of ancestors, and spirits of nature. So each society has formed its own view of the sacred realm and how it interacts with our own. So the most popular sacred realm themes work of arts are here. So Christianity, Islam, Buddhism. So the sacred realm is one of the popular themes throughout the whole art history. And the next theme is politics and the social order. So this is an oil painting by Eugene Delacroix, Liberty Leading the People in 1830. So what you can see in this painting. Anything you can see? I know it's
War.
war. Yes, yes, that's right. Anything else? Where was the war happened? Can you guess? The woman is holding a French, flag. So, we can guess that happened in the, France, right? Yeah. So in 19th century, art remained deeply involved with politics and the social order. This is an unforgettable image of Parisians having taken up arms, marching forward under the banner of the tricolor, representing liberty, equality, and fraternity. So using Delacroix, liberty leading the people, leaves no doubt about the artist's support for the revolution of 1830. So Delacroix completed this painting in the very same year, and it retains the passion of his idealized view of the interaction and the hopes he had for the future it would bring. And this is Pablo Picasso's oil painting, Guernica. So this is one of Pablo Picasso's best known works. Can you guess what the painting is about? I know it's kind of, hard to read. Can you guess?
It's a lot going on in this picture,
Yeah.
but it reminds me of like abstract, something
Uh-huh.
abstract.
Yeah, it's abstract. That's right. Um, how, what kind of feeling do you feel from that painting?
Um,
I
confused.
feel
I see like
confusion.
horns and stuff. So I feel like I don't want to say I don't want to say like demonic or satanic, but it just kind of gives off that vibe a little bit because you see the bull with the horns and then you just see like everyone screaming. It's like it reminds me of like ghosts,
Yeah.
Very
the
good.
spirits.
Very nice. Exactly. Yeah, you read the painting correctly. Very good. So as you can see, the color first. The color is black and white. No, it feels like there is no hope in this painting, right? And it looks like, let's just look at the faces. It looks like they are screaming in this painting, right? And, look at the, all the body parts are separated and, just, moving, everywhere in this painting. It looks like a chaos. It's very nice. So on April 26th, 1937, Nazi Germany bombed the basket town of Guernica. So this is Guernica. So it was one of the worst, excuse me, atrocities of the Spanish Civil War. This Pablo Picasso's painting, Guernica, is regarded by many art critics as one of the most moving and powerful anti-war paintings in history. Very good. So some artists use narrative or storytelling through their work of art. So they have often turned to stories for subject matter, especially stories whose roots reach deep into their culture's collective memory. So let's look at this engraving work of art. So, okay. So can you guess the story in this work of art?
She looks like a witch.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's trying to persuade her to do something she doesn't want to, or like convince her to do something in order to get something that she wants, like Illuminati or something like that. Like she looks like she's trying to, and then the people in the back, the two guys on the
Mm-hmm.
side, the other guy looks shocked about something.
Very good. No, very nice.
I'm not sure if I should say this, but that lady and
Mm-hmm.
their old lady reminds me of, I don't know, like Snow White a little bit.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
To me, she looks like she's being sold.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. You guys are very close. Very good. So this image shows an innocent country girl, Mary Hackabout. So this is Hackabout, and who has arrived in London. The person who was to serve as Mary's guardian in the city appears befuddled in the background. He's here. And leaving Mary to be met by an older woman. This is the older woman, as you can see. So unfortunately, the older woman runs a brothel and recruits Mary into prostitution. So a series of tragedy ensure, and the story ends with Mary's death after serving time in prison. So it's a very sad story. And this is Judith Backus' mural painting, Great Wall of Los Angeles. Judith Backus' work is based on recording history using the concrete walls of a drainage canal. So the goal of the Great Wall of Los Angeles is to represent the histories of the diverse populations of Los Angeles who are underrepresented in history books and school curricula. So as you can see, this Judith Becker's painting and this William Hogarth engraving work. So artists use the stories or histories to their work of art. Okay. So the social order, the words of the sacred, history and the great stories of the past, all these are very grand and important themes. But art does not always have to reach too high. So sometimes it is enough just to look around us and notice what our life is like here, now, in this place, at this time. So, can you guess what this is from? Can you guess where is it from?
You mean like the place, like
Egypt.
Egypt. Yes,
Okay.
it's from Egypt. Yes, yes. So that depicts the ancient Egypt, their real life. So this is survived in the tomb of Mekhatre of ancient Egypt. An Egyptian imagined the afterlife as resembling earthly life in the every detail, except that is continued through eternity. So to ensure the prosperity of the decreased in the afterlife, scenes of the pleasures and bounty of life in Egypt were painted or curved on the tomb walls. And this is an ancient Chinese painting, count ladies preparing a newly woven silk. This is a scene from a long hand scroll depicting women weaving, ironing, and folding length of silk. And daily work is also the subject of the painting made in Mexico, 1575. The artist recorded their traditional religious rituals, gods, agricultural practices, and arts. So in the scene shown here, artists make clothing and regalia out of brightly colored feathers. And everyone would have had different lives and had a different understanding of the world and their places in it. However, we also would have shared certain experiences just by virtue of being human. So many artists use their personal experience as a theme work of art. So do you know this artist? She's very famous.
Kahlo.
Yes. So this is Frida Kahlo. She's an amazing Mexican painter, known for her many portraits, self-portraits, and works inspired by the nature and artifacts of Mexico, and inspired by the country's popular culture. And she employed a native folk art style to explore questions of identity, post-colonialism, gender, class, and race in Mexican society. So there is a video in the Mojo Room about Frida Kahlo to show her life with her work of arts. Please watch the video to understand her work of art based on her experience. And the next theme is invention and fantasy. So this is one of the example of the invention and fantasy work of art. So how do you think about this work of art?
It's very detailed.
Yes,
so much
very
go-
detailed. Mhm.
So there's so much going on.
Yes, that's right. There are lots of things that happened in this, painting. Lots of things. So what you can see now in details, there are lots of details.
It kind of reminds me of like Where's Waldo,
Mm-hmm.
and like
Like a
there's
before and
like
after.
how much is going on.
Uh-huh. Before and after. Very
Mm.
good. Mm-hmm. Very
It's
good.
like in the first one, no one's there. And then the second one, everybody's here now.
Mm-hmm.
But then the last one is like something went left. And
I
then
see. I see. Very good. I love that. And we can see, tons of people are, naked in the, in this painting. And there are lots of, animals. It looks like, the same size with the, people, right?
Is that supposed to represent the Garden of Eve?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. So, so the hundred of nude human capered in a fantasy landscape inhabited by giant plants and outsized birds and animals. And I saw some of their fish here. And the people are busy and inventive in the things they do too and with one another. So they seem to be having a fine time. But their goings on are so strange, kind of strange, so that we are both intrigued and repelled by them. And the next theme is nature, natural world. So the nature and our relationship to it are themes that have often been addressed through art. So during the 19th century, many American painters set themselves the American landscape as a subject. This is Thomas Cole's oil painting, the Oxbow. He depicted the great looping bend of the Connecticut River as seen from the heights of nearby Mount Holyoke in Massachusetts. And landscape is the most important and honored subject in the Chinese painting tradition. So, but its purpose was never to record the details of a site or view. So rather, painters learned to paint mountains, rocks, trees, and water so that they could construct imaginary landscapes for viewers to wander through in the mind's eye. And we just went through 7 main themes of art. So there is a sketchbook project related to this chapter. So let's see what the first sketchbook project is. So this is our first sketchbook project. So we are going to do the logo design with your name. So let's see. So we just learned 7 themes of art, right? So we learned the sacred realm and the politics and the social order, stories and histories, picturing the here and now, invention and fantasy, the natural world, and reflecting on the human experience. So for this project, you will need a sketchbook, pencil, eraser, and any color medium you have. So let's see the name design process. So first, choose one of the themes of art you'd like to represent to yourself. And number two, think about yourself. What is your favorite? Who are you? Your relationship, your personality, your background, etc. And step three, apply some of the things about yourself on your name design and design your name like a logo. And step four, design the background based on a theme of art you choose. And step five, color your name logo and the background. So the step five is optional. So if you'd like to do it like the black and white image, then you don't need to use the color. And as I said, you're gonna just post the process. It can be just plan or idea sketch or the brainstorming, or it's just the beginning steps of your artwork. You don't need to finish it today. So just to post the process, and you're gonna you have to finish your artwork, this artwork by the end of the course. And let me share a sample I made.
So I kind of finished my sketchbook project, but is I didn't like color it yet. But should I like kind of like draw it again for the process part?
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
matter. Yeah, you can start over. Okay, so for example, I chose reflecting on the human experience, the seventh theme. And as you know, my name is Suli Lee, and I just focus on who I am. And I turned out I have many roles in my life. So I'm a daughter, and I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm an art educator, and a graphic designer, and an artist. And I thought about which one is my favorite. So sorry for my daughter, but my favorite role is artist. Okay, so this is my brainstorming stage. So based on this, I just created my work of art. So I designed my name like this because I'm very organized person. I just want to fit my name in the square box like that. Looks like very organized. And then, as I told you, my favorite role is artist. So I picked one of my favorite photography work as a background. And I felt like my other role kind of, bother my favorite role, the artist. So I just put some colors on it and to cover my artist ego, so like that. But the colors, the other roles make the harmony. So I think that's my style of life. So I love it. And I think, and I always think my life has it's up and down. So I just put the arrow on the empty space. So like that. So you don't need to do it in a digital way, you can just use, any, hand drawing skills. And if you can use, any digital stuff, then you can use it. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you. So let me go back to the sketchbook slides. So I will show you more examples. So this is one of my students' work. Now, so she designed her name, very fancy, and puts the circles to represent her personality. And I love this work. It has lots of details. She loves the patterns. Very good. And this student loves the cartoon or anime, so designed like that. And you can just do it black and white work. So you can just use pen or pencil, doesn't matter, just finish it by the end of the course. But today you're going to just show the process.
These are the finished product, right?
Yes, these are all the finished work. Yes. And this is a graffiti style, very awesome. And this is also another black and white work. And this is not the logo design. This is just, a poster, but I just, show you as a reference, the calligraphy style, and the artist put the letters in a silhouette. I think that's creative. And this is another style of logo design, and looks very fancy. So like this. Now it doesn't need to be, complicated. No, you can just make it simple like this. Yep. So that's it. So give me 1 second.
Professor, I have a question.
Yes.
When I go on Moodle Room, I can't see like the assignments that I need to do. Like, it's confusing when I go. Like, I don't know. I think I've been using it wrong, so I didn't see my assignment. So what can I fix that?
Okay.
Or where do I go to find the assignments that I need to do?
Okay. So let's go to the Moodle Room. Okay. So everyone listen. So I've never experienced that kind of stuff, that kind of happened before. But the spring terms schedule system was kind of wrong. I just got the email from the department last night, and the course will be finished 1 week earlier. So so I got to change the schedule a little bit, and then I will let you know the fix the schedule in the next class. And then to post your sketchbook process. So this is our front Moodle Room page, right? And then scroll down. And go to week 2.
We can see your screen.
Oh, you can't. Thank you.
Now we can see it.
Okay. Very good. All right. So scroll down. So this is week 2. And then you will see this week 2. Week 2.1 themes of art. So this PDF file is the lecture slide. And then this is the sketchbook 2.1 forum. So you're going to post your work process here in the speech bubble icon. So like this. So scroll down. So there are themes. You're going to choose one of them. And then here is the post guide. So please write which theme you choose for your first sketchbook project. And then please write why you design your name like that. And please write why you choose the theme for your name design. And these three video links will help you to design your name. So these
Excuse
are all the,
Question.
uh-huh.
So when we draw like our picture and stuff, do we upload it to Moodle?
Yes, yes. So you can, you're gonna take a picture of your work process, and then save it in your computer.
And you want the process to look like that, right? Like time lapse of that, like and how they drew it, like right here.
Okay, so it depends on person. Maybe someone is ready to show the work process. Then you can just you can just show the sketch stage, or you can just show the if you are done with that already, then you can just take the finished work. It doesn't matter.
And take a picture and
hit this button, save the photo in your computer first, and then hit this, add a new discussion button, and put the subject, and then write the which theme.
Answer those 3 questions here, and then choose file to upload
file, yes, to upload the photo,
video. Okay.
And then hit submit button.
Now, when I was doing the introduction the first week, I wanted to upload an art that I did, but it was saying it was a certain amount of gigs, and it was like,
oh yes,
yeah, so that's another thing. I think that we only allowed a certain
I will update the
size
file. Yeah, I will, because I would never imagine someone will be upload any photos in production. So yeah, I didn't set the attachment size, but for this it will be okay. The maximum size will be 10 megabytes, so it's so enough
okay,
upload any photos.
And this is due today?
Yes.
Post the section. All right.
So
if we I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so if you are not ready to do the sketchbook work, someone didn't prepare any paper or the art supplies yet, then you can just write which theme you choose and write your plans for the sketchbook. Okay.
Professor.
And again, you don't need to use any digital program. You're gonna just to do the hand drawing. Okay, so what I showed you was just an example. Okay.
Let's say with the drawing, like how do we post like the picture like on the discussion, like if we was to draw it?
Okay, so take a picture of your artwork, your sketchbook, and then save the photo in your computer.
Yeah, but how do we do that? Like from our phone? Like,
oh,
just like if you're updating.
I think like how you charge your phone on the computer and it asks you, your computer tells you there's a device plugged into it. Try that little file there when that pops up, because your phone is gonna ask you if you want to allow all your pictures and stuff to be on your.
Or you can update it by your phone. Just go on your phone and then the Safari app or Google.
Like send it to your email.
Yes,
and open it in your computer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Professor, I have a question. So is